Next speaker.
Next speaker is Janice.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can. Go ahead. You have 5 minutes.
Good afternoon. My name is Janice Saunders, and I am a newly elected board member for the Viewer Discretion Legislation Coalition. I appreciate the opportunity to speak here today regarding the disturbing graphic anti-abortion material being displayed and distributed within our city. I speak here today as a resident of London, as the mother of 4 adult daughters, and as a grandmother, with the hopes of being heard and bringing action towards much needed change. Early last year, my eldest daughter had a graphic anti-abortion pamphlet dropped into her mailbox. My granddaughter, who is 6 years old, who loves helping her mom retrieve the mail, reached into their mailbox and pulled out this gruesome pamphlet. My daughter had no idea it was there, and she was not only upset and shocked, she was angry. A few weeks later, I also had one delivered to my home. Viewing this pamphlet for myself shocked and disgusted me, as the images they use are of dead, bloody human fetuses in pieces as an alleged result of abortion. One image depicts a dead fetus with a detached head with blood seeping out of it. You can see what appears to be detached limbs, such as hands and feet, as well as bones, tissue, and internal organs covered in blood laid out on a table. It is absolutely terrible, and if this graphic material doesn't qualify for viewer discretion warnings, I don't know what does. I immediately posted in a community Facebook group in an effort to warn others, especially parents, in the hopes of sparing them from having to see what I deem to be highly objectionable, highly inappropriate, highly offensive, and highly sensitive material. Many refer to these graphic anti-abortion pamphlets as flyers. They are not flyers, and I stress to you that they cannot and should not be placed in the same category. While flyers can be annoying and unwanted, at least they have a product to sell, a service to offer, and maybe a coupon to tear off. These graphic pamphlets are nothing but anti-abortion propaganda designed and intended to shock, shame, and upset those who are viewing it. Since being with the VDLC, I have seen firsthand these pamphlets being stuffed into mailboxes and between front doors. I have picked them up off the ground that have been dropped, discarded, or blown away by the wind, laying on front porches, driveways, walkways, front lawns, and far too often only inches away from children's shoes and toys. This is so unfair and unacceptable. I ask everyone here to truly consider the negative and devastating impact these graphic images have on those who have suffered the loss of a pregnancy, the loss of an infant, and to those who have had an abortion. Women are triggered and forced to relive deeply personal and difficult moments in their lives, which cause them only more suffering. I ask you to think about how you would respond and react if these graphic images cause grief and heartache to you, your child, or someone you love. I am almost 50 years old, and for the first time, I have been out on city street corners as the member of our rapid response team to counter, protest, and block graphic anti-abortion images. Viewer discretion and consent do matter. It's why movies, music, video games, to name a few, come with ratings about content that is explicit, offensive, and or disturbing, especially to children. These warnings serve people by giving them a chance and an opportunity to choose and decide beforehand to what they are being exposed to. Viewers should be warned and give consent or decline and be able to opt out. I am pro-choice, but I am not here to limit or put an end to the abortion debate. I am here to put an end to graphic anti-abortion images and an end to the harm that they cause. Change must happen, and I call upon our elected officials to help bring about this change. Help us because you agree that extremely graphic anti-abortion images are unacceptable and disturbing. Help us because our requests for viewer discretion warnings are not unreasonable. Help us because you care about families and children and agree that they deserve better. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to the next speaker.